He is Keith Irizarry. I am Marc Malusis. We are Moose and Keith, Better Sports Network. This is the BettorCast Game of the Day preview brought to you by Profit Exchange, America's first sports betting exchange. If you're in New Jersey, look no further than to Profit Exchange. We hit the hardwood. Celtics 8-2 on the year on the road in Philadelphia, taking on the 76ers. They are also 8-2 and thriving without the beard, James Harden.
Yeah, Philadelphia loses for the first time without James Harden. Last night, they fell to Indiana. This is a Sixers team that, Moose, if you're watching them play now, there's almost this sense of ease about them. And I'm not trying to throw everything on what James Harden was and what he wasn't. But what I can tell you is that it looks like, guys like Embiid and Maxey and Tobias Harris, when they pass the ball, they know there's a chance it might come back to them. And they might have an opportunity to play some real team basketball. Sixers are fun, obviously, without Kelly Oubre tonight and a few other players. A little bit limited. As for the Boston Celtics, Porzingis probably going to play, but he is listed as questionable. Celtics have been pretty darn good.
All right, when you look at Philadelphia, they're 9-4-1 against the spread last 14 games with no rest. The Boston Celtics 5-3-2 against the spread in their last 10 games. You ran through some of the injuries. Let me ask you about a question we could fire out there for you, Keith. Let me ask you about Jaylen Brown. Over under 22.5 points tonight.
So I'll go over, but here's the deal. If you actually look at the history of Jaylen Brown against the Philadelphia 76ers, he has struggled mightily against them in his career. 14.7 points per game against them. But I alluded to this. Oubre's out. Some other players are out for the Sixers, which means less people to guard Jaylen Brown. Now we go to this season. He has topped this number. 2 of his last 3 games missed by the hook in 1 game. He's topped it in 6 of his last 10 games, and he's averaging 22.9 points per game. He being Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, let's go over on the points.
All right, so you like the over points. I'm going to give you one. How about Jrue Holiday for the Boston Celtics? Former Bucks star, obviously, has been a really good player for a number of years. The number you're looking at, 6.5 rebounds. I'm going to go over. He's topped this in 5 of his last 7 games. He's averaging 7.3 rebounds per game, the career high by a large margin when you're looking at Jrue Holiday tonight. I'm going to go over 6.5 boards for the Celtics guard.
It's funny how some players can, I don't want to say reinvent themselves, but can change their game a little bit and adapt to a role with a brand new organization. Like Jrue Holiday had never averaged more than 5.1 rebounds per game. Now he's getting 7.3. We don't expect that to happen all season long, but I like this one, the over 6.5.
Profit Exchange is the first U.S. sports betting exchange with the best odds compared to any sports book. Get a no-sweat first bet up to $100 on your first match wager. Offer open to people at least 21 years of age, physically present in New Jersey. When you register, use the code BSM at ProfitBettingExchange.com or on the Profit Exchange app. Terms and conditions apply. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.